Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. It's another day, it's another dollar. And guess what? It seems to be a trouble a brewing, my loves. Since the birth of Troy and Zeruiah's child, there has been a situation. And I knew there was something with Zeruiah. She was a little too calm. A little too calm. Okay, this season. She had a plan. She was playing chess, not checkers. She was on her good medication. And she was on the herbs too, allegedly, because she was in that green smoke. Someone posted a picture of her on Reddit. I saw it. Now, allegedly, it was the greenery, allegedly. So I don't know how the baby will be, but apparently, it looked like the greenery. Alrighty, now. No. Here is where we come into a problem. A problem. Since August, that's when the baby was born, Troy has not seen little Troy since August. That's August. Since the baby was born. Since little William was born. All right? He's pretty much like deuces. I have the golden child now. Deuces. There is even a post where he says he's going to do it better this time. Better. How about continuing to do better as you go along with your children now that you're out of the pokey? But anyhow, let me slow down. I knew Zeruiah was up to something. She instantly got pregnant, okay? Instantly got pregnant to have this baby to intercept Troy's relationship with little Troy. That's what she did. And so this whole season, she was just calm, cool, and collective because she knew. When this golden child is born, there will be no more Troy, no more going upstate, because she has the little golden child, and she'll have the perfect excuse to keep Troy at home. So anyway, people were saying, they were noticing all these little posts with Troy and Zeruiah, and there's no more Troy or any mention. And some people said, oh, he said it in a rap. Who's listening to Troy's raps? Okay, who's listening to that nonsense? So anyway, Anya got online. She got online to set the record straight about Troy. Troy, sorry, he got an extra eye. And I just feel like going with the extra eye, just making sure there's two eyes. Troy, okay, so she says Troy is beyond loved and taken care of, literally, not missing anything. But this is all under a post about why is Troy all about his son. Never mentioned Troy, bragging about this little baby, posting all the pictures about the baby, so forth and so on. And that's when she said, my daughter ain't missing anything. She's well taken care of and loved. But she did mention that, correction, Troy has not seen Troy since August. Now, I don't know. There was some talk that Troy was with him for the summer. I don't know. Little Troy might have went back to school in August. We're in October, and little kids, you go almost 2 months without seeing them. That's a lifetime. A lifetime. And as we saw in this last season, Troy was being very dramatic. He pulled out all the stunts, and this poster said it pretty good. He had all these stunts, crying on camera like he was auditioning for Best Fake Daddy Performance with full-on boogers and Niagara Fall tears, all for show. He didn't care about Troy. He cared about the spotlight. And his wife, she definitely running the show. You can practically see her pulling the strings from off camera. I wouldn't be surprised if she got pregnant just to seal the deal and make sure he cuts everyone else off. She gives, I'll sabotage every relationship to keep my trophy energy. So it seems like it's working, right? It seems as if it's working. He's already gone almost 2 months without seeing his kid. I mean, Troy E is a little girl and she needs to see her daddy. He can roll up. You don't have to set a schedule for a baby. This is not your first rodeo. A month tops. A month tops. You hop on the train and you see your daughter. You hop on that train and see your kid. And you tell Zeruiah to take plenty of seats. If she keeps barking, you wrap the baby up so they don't get any germs, and you both hop on the train. And Zeruiah makes a big deal out of it. She can hop on the train too, but you can't sever your relationship with your daughter. You just cannot do it. No, 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 no. Because that girl loves him. And the daughter needs her father in her life. He needed his dad in his life. So, and Zeruiah obviously doesn't care. She already got one child living somewhere else. She does not know the how relationships can be severed. She just wants to do what Zeruiah wants to do. She having this baby to keep a man, not to do anything else. She got a son out there, and she feels as if Troy can have a daughter out there and just keep it and have somebody else raise. That's what she's concerned about. As far as she cares, somebody else can raise the kid. As long as she got the man, that's okay. And she knows Troy gonna do most of the parenting of that child. They bought a new house, and they just say, "Oh, happy home for Zeruiah and Troy and baby." Well, each of them got a kid apiece. Really, happy home for Zeruiah, Troy, and baby. You guys each got kids. So let me see. Let me make sure happiness happiness on Troy and Zeruiah part. Troy, you know what? I don't care if you're not victimized, but she doesn't have whatever. But that is your child. You just gotta say, listen, take many seats. I'm going to see my daughter, and the hell with what you got to tell. You ain't telling me just like you told her when you went to handle your brother's situation. You need to tell her the same thing. I know that was kind of fake for TV, but whatever. You need to tell her. You need to tell her. And to see your daughter, because to let 2 months go by without seeing your kid is ridiculous. Ridiculous. You out going to the mall. So you can't say the germs. You're out in the mall. Get on a damn train and go see your daughter. People will be talking. You out here shopping for a home. You doing everything but seeing your daughter. So, and they already had it home by the water, which was real cute. So, you know what? You had time, and buying a home is very time consuming. So, you had all this time to buy a little home for you and the baby and the mama. Now, you need to go see the daughter. Okay? Just saying. But Anya, she put a stamp on it. She said her daughter's loved regardless. She's going to succeed regardless. But she's saying Troy is MIA. No, missing in action. Yeah, MIA. I said it. He's missing in action. Now, of course, you all should expect a flood of pictures with Troy and Troy soon to come. But Zeruiah has enacted her plan to divide Troy from his daughter. That's why she's like a little snake that just sat in waiting. Big belly and waiting. She knew what she was going to do. She knew whether this baby boy or girl, she was going to make sure this baby was the priority and shut out anybody else. That's what it was going to do. All right, my loves. You know what you gotta do. You know. Drop a line below. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, because you're not going to get this commentary anywhere else. You know YouTube's plays tricks. All right? Drop a line, subscribe, and let's talk about this. Let's talk about why this grown-ass man can't keep a relationship with his daughter. Right up on the train, right on back. All right? Or get Karen. Give Karen some money to take your daughter down to you. Okay? Sure. All right, I'm going to end it right here, my loves, and I'm going to catch you all out on the flip side.